Hi, everybody. It's Yvonne from the Endless Oyster. I am a reseller on eBay and on Etsy, and I want to talk to you today about pricing on eBay. That's probably one of the things when you first start out as a new eBay seller that you want to know about is how do I know how to price things? And I'm going to talk to you today about what I do and how I go about it. So I've got some items here that I'm going to show to you, and I have a list of things that I'm going to talk to you about. So you hear people say, oh, you should price your stuff how you feel. Some people like to price it really cheap, and some people like to price it more expensive. And I tend to do the more expensive, and there's a reason for it. And there's a reason why I think you shouldn't be pricing your stuff very cheap. I have a friend, and she also does eBay selling jewelry on eBay, and she had a crown trifari. She listed it as a crown trifari necklace, and it ended up being a trifari necklace. And she sold this necklace for $7.58, and she did free shipping. The free shipping ended up costing her about $3. And she had bought this in a lot, so she figured she didn't need to make that much money because it came in a lot. And so she sold it for $7.50. And the person who bought it said it wasn't a crown trifari. It had a crown on the top of the T, but he wanted a refund. He said it wasn't a crown trifari. It was just a plain trifari. Well, for $7, now she's got to pay the shipping again. And so she's now into it for another $3 for him to return her necklace, and she's out the $7 that she had before. So it's sort of, and you've got to put in the packaging and all of that that she used to ship it out. So when you think of it, she might have made 40 cents on the whole transaction. And she might have gotten dinged on eBay for item not described. Here, this person is shipping back this Trifari necklace that costs $7.50, and it's worth so much more. It's worth probably, I would have sold it for probably $40 or $50 for a Trifari necklace, probably around 40. But she said, I just want to make my money back. I don't know if that's why you get into eBay, is to make your money back. So it ended costing her money in the end to list her stuff cheaply and then pay for the shipping and pay for the shipping back, because eBay wants the seller to always pay for the return shipping if something's returned. So it's just, I mean, they have the box where you don't have to pay for the shipping if it's returned, but this was, that's, it sort of defaults to the seller has to pay for the shipping should the item be returned. So that's what she did, and I told her after that, I think she sort of understood where I'm coming from now, and where I'm saying, these pieces are valuable. And I think when we make the piece cheaper just because we're trying to make back our money or it came into a lot, I think we're devaluing that piece. I think that a Trifari piece, like I said, is worth $40, but if a buyer can buy it for $7.50, that's what they're going to do. Of course they would. So you, I think, as a seller, should respect the item that you are selling, that it is worth more money, because you're always going to be able to find on eBay an item that is 99 cents and it's sterling silver or other things, and then it's going to end up being, because the shipper, you're going to pay a large amount for shipping or something like that, or or they're in a lot and they just want to get rid of it. So we'll just, keep selling things for 99 cents, and I've got 30 items from this lot. So, and I paid $10 for it, so I will sell all these items for 99 cents because I'll sell them quickly and I can buy another lot. But I think it takes away the value of the items themselves, and I think we should respect some of that. I think that there are designers out there and people who handmade things, and I think we need to respect that their workmanship. I don't know, that's just the way I feel about it. So I think you should price what the items are worth, and one of the things you can do to figure out what they are worth is use this app on the phone called Completely. Let me go back so that I can show you what it looks like. Okay, it's an app and it's called Completely, Completely, and it researches the items that that has sold on eBay in the last 3 months. So these items that have sold in the last 3 months, you can get a list, and you can decide. Let me take all this off so that I can show you on my iPhone. And so here I'm looking for a pair of garnet earrings. I have this pair of garnet earrings that I want to sell, and they're 925 sterling silver, and I want to know what they're worth. So I've come to Completely, and the app shows different items, and I don't know if you can see. I think the light is too glaring for you to see the text. I didn't know that. Oh, there we go. So you can see over here they have these sold for this price. I don't know how to get that away. And this sold, this didn't sell. This is still listed. The red means it's listed. The green means that's what it sold for. There's also, can I show it to you? Let me try. Get it. I'm so bad at this. Here we go. Okay. They also sold this sold for $2,999.99. They are beautiful garnet earrings, and it will tell you here they have a shopping cart, and that shopping cart means that they were buy it now instead of an auction. They show a hammer for the auction, and you can use the filters. You go through the filters over here, and I usually go highest price plus shipping because I want to know what the highest price is first before the lowest price. I don't want to go through everything that way. So anyway, so then I do sold only because I don't really want to know what people have it listed for. I want to know what it's sold for so that I can determine what I'm going to list mine for. And then I just say done, and it will reload and show and do the search and just give you the sold items. And you can see if they were sold on auction because it's got the little hammer, or you can see if it was sold with the shopping cart, and that means buy it now. So I used the Completely app, and I just look for the higher prices. Now, I don't know why I look like I'm not looking at the camera. Anyway, there are some pieces that I want to talk to you about. There are different categories of jewelry that I have. I've got the 925 and the 14 karat gold and the fashion designer pieces and just the fashion pieces. So I have them up in categories like that. So some of the designer pieces that I have and that I've looked for, it's good to know the designers. So I normally would price, they're from the same designer, J.J. Jonette. I think a lot of you might recognize this. And I will price this one for $18, $18.50 is what I priced it for. This one I priced for $25. And the reason I priced this one for 25 is that it is rare. It's hard to find this piece. So I figure maybe somebody might pay a little bit more. If not, they can always make me an offer. I always do that on eBay, to make an offer, so that I sell a lot of pieces by saying, make me an offer, and they will. So they might make an offer for 22, 23, and I'll accept it, rather than the 1850, which I normally would get. This is a common piece. It's more common than this piece. So for 1850 is what I listed this one for. Now, there is another designer, Kremens. His pieces sell very well, and I have listed this for $32. They sell between, I would say, $40, $60 for some pieces. A lot of his pieces are gold overlay, and I'll talk to you about it. I'm going to do a different video about designers, and I'm going to let you know. But a lot of his pieces sell for $50, $60, and I listed these for $32. And then this pair of earrings is sterling silver. 925 etched sterling silver earrings. And they are listed for $63 because they're vintage, they're heavy, and they're etched, and I just sort of looked to determine that. The 925 pieces I will sell above, most of the time, above $25 because they're sterling silver. And again, about that, giving value to the piece. Somebody etched these and they're beautiful, and I think they're worth the $60. So again, somebody may make me an offer and I may take it for $45, but for $60 I said, yeah, I'm gonna do that because I think they're worth it. And I know sometimes sometimes I realize that I might have overpriced something, and I can always lower the price. That's where you should start. You shouldn't start with listing it first cheap and then trying to raise the price, because that's not going to work. Although I've done that too. Once the auction ended and I find something out about it, because I'm always doing research on the jewelry. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is free shipping. Oh, okay. And the fashion pieces. If I have a fashion piece that's not a designer, it's just a fashion piece, I don't sell anything on my site for less than $12. And if I have a fashion piece that just isn't going to bring that, I will lot those things up so that, you know, maybe you want to make a little set with a necklace and a bracelet and a ring that you've got from from Goodwill or something, and maybe that's what you want to do. But I don't go through the trouble. It's a lot of trouble, I think, to list items for less than $12. It's not worth my time or the camera. It takes, you got to take pictures and describe it and all of that. I'd rather sell it as a lot in a set, or in a group, or as, a lot, a fashion jewelry lot. You can sell items like that on eBay. The other thing is, so that's what I do with the fashion jewelry designs. I'm not the designs, but just the regular fashion jewelry that sometimes it's just not worth listing. If it's less than $12, I won't list it. I will put it into a set. And I also list all my expensive stuff first, the stuff I can make the most money from, because I have to list it first, because that's more worth my time than the fashion, the fashion jewelry that is no name fashion jewelry. So I tend to have a lot of it, so hence the reason I can do it in a lot. The other thing I don't do is I do not offer free shipping on items less than $25. I feel like it's really cutting into my profit to pay for the shipping for items that are less than $25. I always do free shipping on items that are above $25, uh, because I feel like I can probably offer that to my customers who are paying a higher price. And I think that's it that I just wanted to talk to you about. I love selling on eBay. I enjoy it. I have an Etsy shop. It's called The Endless Oyster, and it's fun. I think pricing your items to make sure that you're going to get a fair price, and you're going to give a fair price, and you're going to make it valuable. I feel that a lot of items have lost their value on eBay. I looked on eBay about, I have an item that my mother had given me, and 5 years ago it was worth $3,000, and I've looked at it on eBay since, and it's now only worth about $199 is what I saw one for. And I think that it's because people will buy things or sell things cheap. So, if I go to sell it, the comparable will look like it's $199 when I know it's worth $3,000 at one point. So, like a housing market, supply and demand. So if the supply is great and people will pay 99 cents, people will sell it for 99 cents. People are going to buy it for 99 cents, and that's what the product is worth. So that's why I wanted to do this video. I'm going to do some other videos on designers, like how to tell different designers about, and I want to talk about silver on another one. I want to talk about how I've set up my organization system and things like that. If you have an idea, if you want to know some things about eBay, about how I do my listings, or you want me to do a video on something like that, I would love to. So just leave a comment down below on what you would like to see, subscribe, and like my video. I'd love it. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.